guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we are going to be tackling my change. I actually got this box from Temu and I'm gonna be doing a different like change challenge. So this is the challenge I was doing before, which equals $884.10. So I'm gonna actually just stop this one and transfer the progress over. Jessie Budgets actually did some freebies. She did these two as freebies. You can check it out or download it on Ko-Fi. Knock the Mama. This one saves 80 and this one saves 50. Super cute, really nice for mother. I noticed that she did this. I was just going through my Ko-Fi like feed, and this is called Change is Good. So on this sheet, when you're done, it'll be $50.50, and then it continues onto this sheet, and then the total will be $150.50, which is a lot smaller than $884 and change, which is a little bit intense. I took that on a little bit crazy, and this way I know exactly how much I haven't changed, because I was putting change in this box before I started this one. So we're gonna get a little bit more of an accurate count. So we're gonna crack this bad boy open, and then at some point when I get the chance to make it to the store, I will get change rollers and come back and roll them. But for now, I'm just gonna transfer it like this into here. So let's just crack it. I got this little mini hammer here. We're just gonna crack it. So this may be loud, so you might want to cover your ears. I mean, it was practically full, so I don't really feel bad. Do I just dump it? Oh my god, change is so dirty. All right, so I'm gonna fast forward through the separating process, and then we'll get into the counting and marking off. And this is done for. Oh my god, this is so much change. What was I thinking? All right, so we're gonna toss this in the garbage as well, and let's start separating. Oh, actually, okay, so my baby daddy called, and I was still sorting while I was on the phone with him, and this is how far I got. This is crazy. So I wanted to do like a story time. His boss was calling him, so I'm sure he's gonna interrupt again, but I don't really know if it's a story time because it's like currently going on, right? So I'm hanging out, and my sister calls me. I don't know why. She's like, I am so heated. And I'm like, why? What's going on? And she's like, did you see, she says this, she calls this person a nickname, I'm not gonna say it, but she's like, did you see, we'll just call him A. Did you see A posted a picture with his new girlfriend on the car that he still owes you money for? And I'm like, no, I blocked him yesterday. Like the last time he sent me money, right? Because I let him, I think $5,000 or $6,000 to get a car when we were together, and the $1,000 mark. So certain things, like when we broke up, I changed my phone into my name. There was a bill due, so that took like $150 off of the $1,000 that he owed, and then he paid me $50 twice, and I haven't heard nothing since December. So right now he owes me, I think, $750. Or 700. I don't know. So when my sister told me that, she's like, how he's gonna have another girl like sitting on the car that he still owes you money for? And I'm like, you know what, that is super disrespectful, but like, I blocked him yesterday. Today's March 27th, and when this happened, it was like the 25th or something. So a couple of days ago. I'm like, I blocked him yesterday. Like at this point, like, this person that I used to be so head over heels over, that I thought was such an amazing person, just continuously shows me that they're not. He, like, I saw his true colors. Like, within our relationship, let me just get into it, right? Because this is intense. So first of all, I completely 100% agree with my sister. Like, how you gonna have another girl sitting on the car that technically I still partially own, because you still haven't paid me back? But you know what? It's all good, because at the end of the day, that's something he has to think about. Not only are you taking that money or withholding that money from me, but you're also withholding that money from my kids, because my money is my kids' money as well. So as a grown ass man, you should man up and be like, oh yeah, let me pay her back. But no, it's been since December, I haven't received nothing. But yet he has the audacity to message me about, oh, did I get any mail for any tickets? Or, oh, what about my W-2 forms? Because when he was working, he used my sister's address at the time. And honestly, please comment down below. If you don't get in touch with the person or wherever you're supposed to receive your W-2s from, wouldn't you contact the employer directly? Like, make it make sense to me. Like, there's no sense of accountability when it comes to this individual, and it's ridiculous. Like, throughout our relationship, I messed up once, and I took accountability for that. And you know what? I had to deal with a lot of things in that relationship coming from his end. And I did until I couldn't. Like, there's no reason for, like, I'm a 28-year-old woman. I have 2 kids. I'm a grown-ass woman. Now, I have my long nails. I have my big hoop earrings. And I wear tank tops, right? Let's just do an example here, right? I've worn tank tops ever since I could. Probably since I came out my mom's, area. I've been wearing tank tops. And it's because it's comfortable. Now, I do have a big, like, chest area. So my boobs, yeah, they're noticeable. But let me tell you something. It don't matter if I'm wearing a tank top, if I'm wearing a crop top, if I'm wearing a turtleneck, a long sleeve, my boobs are still gonna be there, right? So it came to a point where he kept, like, pointing it out and saying, oh, you do this for attention. It came to a point where I felt so defeated that I have a whole drawer full of tank tops. I went maybe a few months without wearing them. And the thing about that, right, is not just the tank tops, but when somebody tries to change you, you may change, but that deep down is you, and it's going to come back out, and it's going to come back out in a very resentful way. Like, ladies, I need you to chime in, drop your opinions, give me your thoughts. Like, for me, I just feel like at the end of the day, I was nothing but loyal. Like, yeah, I did lie about my past because it was something that I did that I wasn't proud of. So I had reason to lie. And the reason why I did lie was because, not saying that it's okay or justified, but you know what? The reason I was afraid and lied was because I was scared you was gonna, like, not you guys, but like he was going to hold that against me. And in every single point and aspect, he would question me or look at me differently because he knew that I did something like that in the past. And I was I was scared, and I had a valid reason to be scared because exactly what I was scared of happened. That destroyed the entire relationship. And keep in mind, like, he's not perfect. Nobody's perfect. I know that. I accepted him for his past, his flaws, and everything. But for me, that one little mistake is like he couldn't accept it. That tainted his whole view on me. So I think I'm just at that point where it's like, you know what? I'm just gonna take my loss. Like, you're not a man of your word. You never were. Like, you said you were gonna love me, protect me. You weren't gonna be the same. And although all my serious relationships, I've always got cheated on, which was like 3 or 4 relationships. And even though he didn't cheat on me, like me, and emotionally abused me, and that, I think, to me, no, not that I think, I know that that is way worse than getting cheated on, because it's like, I don't deserve that. Like, I am so nice and so accepting of everybody. I truly believe that people deserve second chances and that people could change. And I'm not one to judge nobody, because like I said, nobody's perfect. But you know, when, and I'm not even gonna toot my own horn, but I'm not like most people. I am not like most people. I'm not a chick from the streets. I don't be out. I have kids. I'm a homebody. If it was between going to the club and staying home watching a movie or playing video games, I'm definitely gonna stay home and watch video games. I get so emotional when it comes to this, because it's like, bro, when I came out of my last relationship with my ex-fiance, which is my baby daddy, like, I was so broken. My baby daddy had cheated on me, not once, but twice. And I loved him so much that I would have done anything. And that relationship got so toxic that the second time I found out, you know, I tried. I really did try to, like, just cut, like, flip the switch on life, if you know what I mean. Like, that's how bad it was. So after I left my baby daddy, like, I was so set on, like, I'm not doing another relationship again. I don't want it. If it finds me, it finds me, fine. But I'm not gonna go looking for a relationship. I'm just tired of getting hurt. Like, I love my baby daddy crazy, and we, like, crazy. That was a 6, maybe 7-year relationship. I chose to have kids with him. I believe that that was something sacred. Like, I wasn't gonna let anybody just have that with me, because that, what having kids means, that they're in your life forever. So after my baby daddy / ex-fiance, I was like completely done. I was in a very deep, and I lost myself after I tried, like, you know, ending, you know, my heartbeat practically. I won't get into details about that. That's not something I like to talk about. I was in a really dark space. After I tried that, I lost myself. I lost who I was. Like, I didn't care anything. And it was a really dark space. This is a really touchy subject. And then I met this guy. I met him on Instagram, and I really thought he was gonna be different. I really truly thought he was gonna be different. Like, and you know what? It never fails. So where I'm at right now, I'm on good terms with my baby daddy. He knows what he did. He knows what he lost. He knows I was a good girl, and he regrets it now more than anything. And he's okay with us just being friends. He knows that I deserve to be happy, even if it's not with him. If he can make me happy, he will try. And I respect that 100%. I know that he knows where he messed up, and he knows. He just knows. And I know he knows. And I know he regrets it now. My ex, I'm speechless for my ex, because it was what, like, I don't know, a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, you were still seeing if I have feelings for you, if I love you, or if we have a chance to get back together. And all of a sudden, you with this new chick on the car that I still technically have, like, you still owe me money for. Like, it's just like disrespectful. I really thought I knew this individual, and I actually didn't. And they honestly, the way I'm feeling is like they just used me and they got what they could from me. He's like, oh, I'm not trying to not pay you. I didn't block you. No, you didn't. But you know what? You ain't really making no effort to pay me. You out here posting every day. You going to the gym. Sometimes you out here drinking, smoking. You got other people paying for your drinks and your smoke, or you paying for that? Because that's money that you should be paying me. Like, you got your obligations all messed up, my guy. And it's all right, because God don't like ugly. God don't like ugly, bro. And I'm gonna sit on that, because there's so much, like, I'm not a hateful person, And you know what, as much as I want to be like that, like, God, you will get what you deserve. All right, God knows, God sees. He don't like ugly. And what I can say is that your personality, your soul is very disgusting, very ugly. And I know he's gonna watch this video because he still be lurking. And yeah, that's my message to you. Grow up, pay me my money. If you're not gonna pay me my money, then you know you're not a man. You're still not a man. You take no responsibility or accountability for your actions. And yeah, so yeah, that is just, you know, that's how that is going. But at this point, this is the last time I'm gonna talk about that. I'm over it. I'm living my best life. I get emotional because it hurts. It hurts to know that I trust people and they just end up using me and hurting me. And you know what? I'm still gonna be that person. Like, right now, I'm not looking for a relationship at all. I don't even care if it comes to me. I'm not looking for it. My son needs all my attention, and my daughter. And that's where I'm putting all my love and energy, and to myself and my kids. And that is where I'm gonna stay for a while. I don't want to look for a man. I don't want no man to look for me, because it ain't, no. And that's not to say that, you know, just because these men messed up, like with me, everyone in the world, I'm still gonna go into things with an open mind, with an open heart. My biggest flaw, I think, is that I'm too trusting. I'm too open. I trust the wrong people. And it's okay, because it's not fair for, just because people from my past messed up, it's not fair for me to make the next person suffer. That ain't right. They not them. They're a different person. Everybody deserves a fair chance. So yeah, let me go back to fast forwarding and get my emotions in check. All right, so I have all right, so I have everything separated. I don't know if I was talking about something before, but I completely forgot. So the stacks of 4 for $1, so I have $22.50 for quarters. So I believe this is 2 rows of 10, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and 50 cents. The dimes are in stacks of 10 dimes for $1. So we have 3, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, $22 for dimes. And then the nickels are, I believe, stacks of 50 cents. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So $9 for nickels. And then in pennies, I have them stacked in 5, because, you know, with nails is a little bit impossible, but in each row there's 10, so that's 50 cents, except for this row. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 20 cents there. So $7.20 for pennies. And then in loose change, which is like, if I couldn't complete an even number there, I have $1.16. So let's add all of this up and see what we have. So 25, 50 plus 22 plus 9 plus 7.20 plus 116. So in total we have 64.86. And right now I'm gonna put everything in this new box, and then we will get into coloring this in. Ta-da! All right, so I don't really think this is gonna fit that way, so I'm gonna have to put it sideways. This thing is heavy. I might roll them and then exchange them and then put the cash in there, because that is ridiculous. All right, so let's get into coloring these. So let's get some colors. We have orange. I just like using this midnight one. I use yellow. And let's do pink. All right, so we have 6486. Let's zoom you in a little. So I think I want to start with the larger numbers just to get those out the way. So let's take away 2 so we could color in 2. All right, instead of doing 1 by 1, I'm actually going to take away this whole row and see what we're left with. So minus 199 minus 198 minus 197 All right, so that leaves us with 4531. So we could color this whole row in. All right, so we're gonna subtract this row and see what we're left with. So minus 190 minus 189 7. So we could color in this row as well, and we are left with 2676. So I know I like stopped talking, but I don't know. I don't know why. Like I just feel like I'm so annoyed and so bothered because I really feel like this person just took advantage of me. Like I came into his life and I did nothing but improve it. Up until he met me, he only had one job, and that was a few years ago, quite a few years ago. He got a job. He didn't have his license, helped him get his license. Didn't have a car, helped him get his car. And it's like, I came into your life and I bettered you, and you just took and took and took until you couldn't take no more. Like, he almost took my damn sanity is what he almost did. Like for a while, he didn't have a job, right? And I spoke to my comay, and if you don't know, like in Spanish, comay is like the godparents of your children. And she keeps it 100 with me all the time. 100. She always keeps it 100% honest with me, like even if it hurts my feelings. And one day we had a conversation, and she's like, you know what, sis? You can't be with somebody that has like both the struggles. Like you can't be with someone, like, to put it in blunt words, you can't be with a bum, and you can't be with someone who stresses you out. Like you could, like they could be one or the other, but you can't have both of the struggles. And like you know what I, like, and that put it in so much perspective for me, because it's like, bro, you're not like bringing anything to the table for me financially. Like I'm kind of in the red with you still till this day. Now this person did offer to pay half of my bills, and I denied it for the sole fact that half of my bills, but half of my rent. And I denied that for the sole fact that if you allow someone to pay half of your rent, which is your home, that person then has this weird entitlement to be like, oh, I pay for half of this, so this is mine. Which with paying half, that comes with that. But I wasn't giving nobody that leverage. Like, this is my house. Nobody's gonna say this, nothing. No, that's not how it's going. I've been in a predicament where I didn't have nowhere to go, and I was not going to allow myself to get feels like they can, and like they have that person. I've learned my lessons, because I also do believe that some people are put in your life to teach you a lesson, and trust me, I learned my lesson. But like, she was basically saying, like, you can't be financially struggling. All right, but I was saying, like, pretty much Michael might put that into perspective for me, and like, I never saw things any more clearer after I had that conversation with her. Like, the last, like, the cherry on top for me was one day I got a flat, and one of my neighbors was fixing the flat, and he had found baby pictures of the father of my kids in the glove department, which I completely forgot about. And he took it upon himself to throw them away. And that same day, like, I was done. I was completely done, because I have photo albums, and those pictures would have been in those photo albums for my kids to see what their dad looks like when he was younger. Like, I have kids with this man. And if you can't understand that, then there's a disconnect there. And I don't know if you're ever going to understand that. So, like, that was the cherry on top for me. And then to throw something away that is my property without even consulting with me first was so disrespectful. Like, so disrespectful. I thought he lost his goddamn mind, and I was like, no, I am done. I am done. I was done. Like, I was done. And it hurt so much, because I truly did love this man, to the point where I'm someone who doesn't believe in tattooing names, initials. I went and got his initials tatted on my chest for everyone to see, because I held him that close to my heart. Hint, hint. I have a new sinking fund called tattoo, because that is going to get covered up so quick, because this man to me is such a stranger. I don't know who he is, and like, it is just insane. So in this little chit chat of life lessons, let me just say, ladies, don't be afraid, and don't be afraid to say goodbye. Don't be afraid to walk away because you're scared to be alone. If you are not happy in a relationship, you're never going to be happy unless you make a change. Let's figure out what this last 2676 is going away, because life lessons has been dragging this video out, and all this damn change. All right, so we got two of the big numbers knocked out, like the rows. I'm trying to think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think we could do this row, so let's go for it. All right, so minus 180 minus 179. Can do this next row. So I know I went on a little rant here, but I feel like this is where I can come and talk to, like, you guys, because you guys keep it honest with me, and I would love to hear your input on this whole situation, because like, so much went down in that relationship. It's insane. And I truly believe, and I have told him this before, I truly believe that he was very much so a narcissist. And I also believe that when you get into a new relationship, or in a relationship period, sometimes you are blind to the red flags. Ladies, if you see a red flag, please don't ignore it. Take it for what it is, because when people show you who they are, 9 out of 10 or almost 10 out of 10 times, that is who they are. All right, so we have 921 left. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? All right, so I think that we can try to knock out, let's try to knock out a couple of the beginning rows. So minus 0.01, 0.02, 0.03, 0.04, minus 0.05, ooh, so we get to use yellow. And you know what's so crazy? When the father of my kids, aka baby daddy, just called me after he hung up and I was sorting the change into stacks, which took me a while. Erica from Black and Blue literally just posted a video on stuffing her 100 envelope challenge, the one where she was adding the numbers together. And she started talking about how she lent money to somebody to her, and I thought it was so funny because I could 100% relate to what she's saying. Like, I've learned my lesson there. Never ever again, never again, unless it's my mom or my sister. Never again. Nope. All right, so we got to color in 4 rows, so let's try to knock the rest of this out with larger numbers. Guess we could do yellow. So minus 169, minus 168, 167. Okay, so I went all the way to 67. All right, so we got 192 left. Let's do 166, which leaves us with 26, and then we'll color in 26 cents. I think that sounds like a brilliant idea. I feel like this change challenge is not so overwhelming, but if you want something with like a higher goal, this is from Izzy Budgets, and it does save you $884. And yeah, I thought I was making good progress, but it's just so overwhelming, and I just feel like this is a little bit more achievable for me at least. And we'll do 26 cents. All right, so there is the trackers filled in, updated, and my changes on my new box up here. And yeah, on that note, I hope you guys enjoyed this little chit chat, change, transition. If you did, drop a thumbs up, comment down below, please comment down. Your girl's mind is not at ease knowing how she got taken advantage of. So please comment down below and let me know your thoughts, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And on that note, I hope you guys are staying safe, staying blessed, having an amazing day or night wherever you are, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.